Hello, all my lovely little wow gals out there. It's I, Patty Baston. Oh my god, I have an exciting video today. I have a guest. Can you believe it or not? This guest is someone who, if you're based in Manchester and you're interested in the kind of thing that I do, you might have heard of. Yes, it's none other than Cardi, Blac, makeup artist. I'm actually going to be doing her makeup today, and if you're wondering why I'm looking so gorgeous right now, it's because she did my makeup earlier today. You can go and have a look at how she achieved this gorgeous, gorgeous look on her channel right now. But without further ado, let's get started on Cardi's glam. Action. Very excited to do this lovely little face. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze you to get you ready and pinch this little
I had my blackheads removed the other day.
Oh,
just for you.
Aren't we lucky? Thank you very much. What's the texture on your joking? I've just brought you here to be horrible to you. No, that's one of my love languages is being nasty to people. I started using lip liner for brows recently.
I love lip liner for brows.
I like a warmer base, and then I go in, add like something cooler over the top of it. There's something so funny about drawing someone's brows on from scratch, whether you've covered them or been ballsy enough to shave them off. Kind of like the first swipe of drawing them on is kind of just like figuring it out.
Yeah, all the time.
And quite often you end up with one really wonky.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, right, okay, well, I know that I can go in with a bit of concealer and tweak them afterwards.
Which lip liner are you using?
This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills one.
Oh,
Cool brown.
luxury.
I don't really like this as a lip liner. I find that they pill up a little bit on the skin. So it's kind of just sat in my kit, and then recently I just kind of started it for using it for brows as like my base of like just figuring out. I'm very interested in how you started makeup and like how you kind of got into everything.
I fell into it by accident. I always did drag for 10 years ago, 2015, and then I never wanted to do makeup on other people. It wasn't a thing. I just wanted to do YouTube, content creating, everything like that. And then I did go to P. Louise for training, but it was to better my own makeup, not to learn on other people. But we learned on others, more heavy creative stuff. And then it was COVID. And then I lost my job after COVID. It was only McDonald's. But lost my job, lost my flat, and we had to move. We was in Eccles at the time, and I worked at a Salford McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
And then we moved across to where I am now, near Ashton. And my partner looked and saw a salon saying looking for a makeup artist. And he was like, why don't you do that?
Oh my god, no.
And I was like, yeah, I'll go do that. And that was 4 years ago. And that exact same salon I've now taken over.
That is wild. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I did not think I'd have my own salon. Like it wasn't a goal. It wasn't a wish. I tried to stay away from it.
Wasn't on the mood board.
Nope.
When you opened your salon, did you find that you started attracting makeup for feminization makeup?
I think it took about 2 months. And
You used to hit the floor running?
well, I had a service available specifically for transgender women,
Okay.
which I just put as transgender women makeup.
Yeah.
I didn't know what makeup to go was. I didn't know what a cross-dresser was. That's the term I use. I had no clue. I didn't know about TV chicks or anything. And then a couple started booking, and then they talked about it to their friends and put me on websites.
Dang.
And it ended up being my main client base for about 2 years.
Yeah, I feel like it really just like snowballs. because
Yeah.
It's quite like a small like tight-knit community.
It's a good niche, isn't it?
Yeah, and everyone knows each other. So when someone who's like of any like caliber pops up within the community, everyone talks about it. They're like, oh my god, there's a new makeup artist for a new dressing service. And I feel like I was very similar. Like I hit the ground running. Like I promoted myself and said I'm doing this thing. And I had clients like the week after.
And it's amazing word of mouth. Like just word of mouth.
Yeah.
And it took off massively. And obviously I always had drag clients from my YouTube channel. My drag experience.
What would you say now is like the percentage of like your like cis clients to clients who are trans?
I'd say it's very 50-50. I'd just say 50-50.
Fair enough.
It depends on the time of year for me. Like if it's winter, a lot more I get a lot more feminization appointments. Whilst like summer, I get more proms, bridal.
Yeah, makes sense. Seasonal.
Christmas is always cis women.
Yeah. Yeah, I am going to use the Pluies.
Which shade?
2, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I like shade 2.
Not 2. Just carving out on those lovely brows.
One of the best bits for me.
Oh, it's so satisfying. Good old make it go. This is my favourite brush in the entire world, my Ultra Multi.
Feels very nice.
It's just a nice fluffy brush. Now, like, brushes are all good. Whereas back in the day, like, you really had to really, like, hunt out different brushes and different brush brands and everything to, like, make sure that they were decent. But now, you can buy a brush set off Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, like, half decent. I do think my Kit Cody is some of the best brushes out there.
I've got one brush that I've had for 10 years, and it's from Wilko.
Oh, the Wilko brushes were really good.
It's like a nude one. And it was a massive... It was supposed to be a bronzer brush.
Is it orange?
And mine was like a nudie beige.
Oh, okay, the actual handle.
Yeah.
They did like a range of these like metallic-y orange ones. And when they came out, everyone went like mad for them. I love doing this part, like doing like a base with like a cream bronzer.
I thought that's what you did.
Yeah, because I can be really messy. You've spoken online about clients being inappropriate with you.
There's boundaries
Yeah.
that people tend to cross.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys me the most. One that I personally did not think was actually that bad until I told one person. Yeah. And they said, you need to report them. I didn't think it needed reporting. But they turned up one day. They didn't even book in. Just to pop in and chat, which is number one. I'm not really up for people just popping in. And just having a chat, because I'm normally working. Like it's a salon, not... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they popped in, and they were being really friendly. I've only done the makeup once before.
Okay, so this was someone who'd actually come.
Yeah. And they didn't book in though. They
Okay.
just popped in to book. But they came right up to my face, and they were being quite nice, a bit chatty. And then they grabbed my hair.
Oh.
They were running their hands through my hair, which first of all, why are you running your hands through my hair?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, is this your natural colour? And then yanked it and pulled my head all the way back. Like, I wouldn't do it now, but it literally went like all the way down, like hurt my neck and everything. And it was almost like I had to treat it like, oh, they don't know better, if that makes sense.
Oh my God.
Because they didn't say, oh, sorry, I pulled a bit hard or anything. They just laughed. And I was like, what just happened? So I just kind of had to laugh it off, say goodbye and move on.
Yeah.
Until I told someone, and then they went, what? Someone pulled your hair?
Yeah. People are so strange.
I know.
But at the same time, when you're in like certain situations, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you
And
don't
it's
really know what
awkward.
to do you?
Yeah.
I'm always polite and professional, move on, and then I'll just block them after.
Yeah. And I know that this is something that comes up when clients are like, what are you going to be wearing on the day?
Oh!
Will you be dressed? I'm like, no, I'll be, you know, in my pajamas. Like, and I'm like, it's not about that, hun. Like, I can imagine that you probably get like people asking if you're doing it in drag.
Yeah, I've had people ask for it, and I've said no. Some people just ask because they're fans of my channel.
Yeah.
No one's really asked if they've not known me before.
I got booked for a corn shoot to do makeup for one. But the night before, they'd given me like the hotel room number, so I just went up to the hotel and knocked on the door. Then about 5 minutes later, I hear some fumbling, and they come to the door, and again in lingerie, which I have no problem with at all because it was like nice. It was like nice lingerie, I'm like whatever. And the other client of mine was laying in bed. She used to shave her eyebrows. She'd obviously had like dark eye makeup on the night before, and so I looked at her in the bed, and it was just this wig with no makeup apart from these big black circles, no eyebrows, and it was so hard not to laugh. She was just like, bless her, she looked very funny.
Aww.
And, but then I do, the one who greeted me at the door, take her in, I do her makeup, all lovely and everything, that's fine, get her ready. Find out what they're doing that day. Like, oh yeah, we're filming this with this person. I'm like, okay, that's nice. And then, so she's like, right, I'm just going to go and freshen up. And she goes into the toilet, and all I can hear is from the bathroom. And it goes on for about 10-15 minutes. And it turns out that she was just getting herself ready for a porn shoot.
Yeah.
Which you've got to do. And like, let's not beat around the bush. Like, we love a girl who cleans herself out. But when I went into the bathroom afterwards and I saw the contraption that she was using was a hot water bottle attached to a hose.
Oh my god.
So it's safe to say that she was well and truly, she was very clean after that. We had to sit in silence
And listen.
while listening to her cleaning out her intestines. It was very funny. And I got a lovely picture sent to me afterwards of their activities, and it's safe to say that the lipstick did last. So that was just funny because it was
Yeah.
like people who like I knew very well, and they'd like invited me into that space.
It is funny though.
Tell me about your drag name.
I've had a few.
Oh yeah.
All terrible, obviously. But Cardi Blac came out. It was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd only been doing drag 2 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an ex who didn't like me doing it, so I stopped
okay.
for a while.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he went, I got back into it, and I was like, I need a new name because mine's awful. Before then, it was Kylie Kamora,
Okay. Cute.
and then before then, it was Barbylicious,
Barbylicious.
which I'm surprised no one. I don't know anyone who's taken that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that would be an obvious one. My first one was Yorkshire Stripper, but that's
That's
bit
amazing.
controversial.
That's amazing. Bring back Yorkshire Stripper.
Yeah, and then Cardi B was out at the time. I was like, I like the name Cardi. I'll put a K on it because I like Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blac is 2 Blac China, who I love,
Mm-hmm.
and then Kimora Blac, my favourite drag queen.
Yeah.
And it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. Do you want to know what my drag name was?
Go on.
Like, no one ever really properly called me this, apart from some people in Belfast.
Mm-hmm.
But for a while, it was Sahara Dolce.
Wow.
But it started because my friend and I were the most, like, bougie 16-year-olds ever. Just lift your chin up for me. And we would sit on his patio eating feta cheese and with crackers, listening to Mozart. And he had a patio heater called Sahara Big Burn. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds like a drag name. That would be such a cool drag name. So for like a week, it was Sahara Big Burn.
Yeah.
And then we formed the Dolce Sisters. And I was Sahara Dolce. Then there was Dita and Vesta Dolce.
Wow.
The three of us.
A fashion brand in a drag name. I think it's just classic, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it ties into that whole ball scene culture,
Yeah, it
doesn't
does,
it?
yeah. Which I love.
Cardi. That should be a new drag name, just Cardi. I feel like she'd be like a little bit older though.
Yeah.
Like a little nana. Nice, classic, little soft glam eye.
I love soft glam. It is my favourite at the moment.
Little bit of liner now.
Well, I love an inglot. That is
The OG
cement.
Black. I use like 10 different things for liner. Look straight ahead, that's it.
Well, yeah, you do exactly what I do. And this is where Patty realises that my eyes are a mystery.
It's a mystery! They're not a mystery.
It did take me a long time to figure out how to do it in a certain way. Much more delicate than me when I do mine. I just jam it in there. I'm very perfectionist on myself when it comes to makeup. When I'm doing it, I'm fine. But you know, when you look afterwards at the work and you're like, why did I do that? Why did I not do that? And it's every single time. I actually got a diagnosis, you know.
What with OCD?
No, a perfectionist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She went, well, you've not really got too much anxiety, but you have now. And I knew I had depression. And then she was like, and you're actually a diagnosed perfectionist. Here's your certificate. And I was like,
That's amazing. That's like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
you should hang that up in the salon.
And I should, shouldn't I? It's what they call like an overthinker.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit cooling.
Cooling. Uh-oh.
Smells nice as well.
Tell me about the process of like when you are doing a feminization makeup.
It depends on what they're asking for, obviously. My goal is always to make them feel very glam. I do feminize as much as I possibly can,
What is it? Is there anything like that you find in each makeup that you're doing for feminization makeup that
That's
you,
different.
yeah, that you would like employ as a technique?
Oh, the contouring massively. Yeah, the contouring mainly, and blush. It's mainly those two, and mainly it's what they're doing with it. So, like, the makeup process is a lot more layering to it. There's a lot more, I want to say power to it. You know what I mean? It lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
There's more, I'm doing a lot of structural work on purpose to make it last through what they might be doing. Because a lot of them go out for a long time, drinking, eating meals and stuff. Or they might be going out to meet someone for a date and whatnot. And typically they want it to last. And then structural part is more like placement with your contouring and your highlights and everything.
Yeah.
I'd say my feminization is a lot more paint by numbers as well, rather than, oh, use a trending blush.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that you do in like a feminization makeup that are like are really key, I think. And I think you've really hit the nail on the head. I feel very similar, and like it's about the restructuring and like altering of the face shape a little bit, making sure that there's extra dimension put in there in places that might not already be there. A more masculine face stereotypically, you know, tends to be a bit more square, a bit more, you know, almost a bit flatter sometimes as well, especially in this part of the world anyway. So I think it's about like enhancing those cheekbones, like minimizing the jaw, and then like things like lips and eyes and everything, making them look as big as possible to
I think lips is one of the key things with feminizing.
yeah.
Just like even like the way it curves, the way I put the contour, it's not so sharp. It's more of a, oh, let's lift, and the blush is, that's how I feel anyway. I think curves are more like rounded edges.
Yeah,
Is a lot softer. It just appears more feminizing to the eye.
I also think color is really important.
Yeah, I use a lot of warmth,
Yeah.
especially with like eyeshadows. I tend to use more warm brown. I use sometimes cool brown, but I avoid a lot of greys because I just think it's a bit dated.
Talking of which, let's move on to the contour. Bring a bit of dimension back to this face.
Oh, that's very nice. I love the bronzer. Is it Denesmyrix?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
great.
I'm good at it. Never used them. I do like Denesmyrix though.
Big brown nose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you do it that way?
Yeah, and then like
I've done it
Go
that
back
way
in
many
and-
times. For my daily makeup, I actually just do powder bronzer like that. I don't contour it, I just push it back.
Yeah, I do too. This is the part where it all kind of just I just put brown everywhere
Yeah.
and then
I
smooth
love
it all out later.
I think Denesmyrix is one of them brands that saved me a lot of times because I take
That's it.
like the lip palettes, lip and cheek. I always take them everywhere. Barely use them, but when I do use them, it's like, oh, thank God I've got this.
Yeah.
Are you a sponge person or a brush person?
I'm both.
Yeah.
I sponges for me like push everything back into the skin and smooth and refine. I used to be really, really, really anti-sponge and like very pro-brush for everything. But now, like a couple of times since I've opened the studio, I was like toing and froing with my kit a little bit at the beginning, like from home and from and through here. So, or even like if I took my sponges home to wash them and I'd forget them. So I've twice now I've forgotten my sponge bag, and I've gone to do makeup and like got my sponges. So I've had to do a full like heavy foundation kind of makeup without sponges,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit more tricky, but I can do it. And I think that's because I was so anti-sponge for a very long time.
Yeah,
and
actually, finish as well, don't you?
so much nicer.
I think if you're doing photos, a sponge is needed because it, like you said, it pushes it into the skin.
Yeah, and you can be heavy-handed. I think with sponge, I think that's why so many people like sponges, because you can kind of just crack makeup out on the face.
Just quickly, boing, boing,
Yeah, and then
boing.
clean it up.
Powder puffs
Yeah.
for under eye powder.
Yeah.
I remember you saying just use a brush. I was like, that was a long time ago when you said that.
I do both. No,
Yeah.
I love the powder puff from the.
It depends on the skin for me. If I've got dry skin, I won't use them because it makes the powder crack sometimes because I'm heavy-handed. Is it a bit of bluish?
All the blusher. I kind of put loads on and then push it back into the skin. And it just disappears.
I think filler is in my future.
Are you without filler?
I want lip filler. I've got 2 mil in, but that was like 8 months ago. It's probably gone. So I do have big lips normally, but they lacked volume. Like they were big, but
I
not.
understand, yeah. Creepy.
So they had to put 2 mil in to actually fill up the lip that I had.
Yeah.
But no, I want cheeks and chin next.
I'll do it.
Especially chin.
Yeah, I feel like I might get my chin refilled. I have a tiny little, like, butt chin.
I have no chin whatsoever. It's just flat there, Lego head.
Lego head. Yeah, I think you'd see benefit from having a chin filler.
Yeah.
I had none. None. My face was practically concave. What's that for me?
This feels very nice. The concealer.
Good old Holly Boone.
Really? Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
Which shade did you go for?
I mixed two because the paler colours are too yellow for me. Mm-hmm. So I mixed like a 2N with a 0, whatever it is. Just the 0, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I like 0. Yeah, because number 1W is very yellow.
Yeah, I don't really like yellow concealer unless it's like on someone who's really olivey.
Oh, is it fit me?
Yeah.
Very excited to see how this looks. Did you do a pound cake?
Yeah. No, I think this is peach pie actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more excited. I used sugar cookie on you. Because you can't get pound cake anywhere anymore.
No, exactly. My partner has like a little
I've got crumbs in a tub that I'm just kidding myself.
load the blush.
We love blush. What would you say the weirdest makeup request you've gotten is from a client?
Ooh. I don't know. I really get that many weird ones though. Let me have a think about it. Oh, I do. I know exactly. So she was really, really nice when I used to work in Selfridges. Actually, I'm sort of fibbing because this wasn't directly me that she asked. But we did this collection called I'm Perfection when I worked in Selfridges, and the image was it was a girl I went to university with actually. She was the model. She's called Frankie, and she was really heavily freckled. She had this pea green lipstick on. It was awful, and it was called I'm Perfection / imperfection was the whole like the whole idea of this like thing. And this lady came in. And she said, I've been dreaming of green lips, green freckles and teal lips. And she had it.
Oh, teal lips. See, the one I was going to say is green as well.
Look what I was going to say.
Someone asked me for a neon green and a yellow blush. Regular client. And we did it.
Cool.
Well, the eyes were very black, gothic green, so it worked.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But I was like, green blush? Yellow blush is alright. I don't mind yellow sometimes. I painted someone as Frankenstein before, and I painted the ram's face all dark blue, and then did stitch work all over.
Yeah, that's cool.
That took about 4 hours. I mean, there probably is weirder, but I just think they're not weird. That makes sense.
You forget though, don't you, as well?
Oh yeah. I mean, oh yeah. It's worse than mine.
This is my current state of my Doll Beauty duo. Doll Beauty, please send me.
It's worse than mine. Come on, Doll Beauty. You're going for a rebrands, so I know you have old stock that you want to give to us. It is a good highlighter, though.
Oh, it's the best.
I end up using it on everyone.
You can take me out of 2016, but I will continue to put ridiculous blinding highlights on people. I don't care. I love it. It was such a good time, though, to be doing makeup. It was so cool. It was just so glam. The blinding highlighter. It was getting out of hand at some point. I look back at Mitchell's makeup as well, like when he was working with us, and it was comical. And I'm sure he would say the same thing now.
Oh, he would, yeah.
Like, mirror reflective highlighters.
Like disco balls. And then people used to actually go on Facetune and add more sparkle to the cheek to make it even more blinding. That was the goal. Can't really find a cool tone contour anymore.
Yeah, the Kevin O'Quan one's good.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like £700.
I think I've got a very common makeup artist thing that we all do, that I love to confess, because I love confessing stuff like this. I don't care. When clients ask for something to be changed, or if something's a little bit wrong, and you know that then kind of...
I know exactly what this is going to be.
You know that they're wrong,
Yes.
and you just pretend to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it drives me
that
nuts.
much. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, and then like, oh, that absolutely perfect, well done. And then they leave and you're like, there's been so many times I've done that. Smells nice, that lipstick. Smells nice.
Dead lipsticky. Close for me.
That smells really nice. Christ alive.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. I ain't really looked all the way through. Look at that. Yeah, but I love it. This is what I aim for. I love the blush. I love the glow. I love the blushy nose.
Blushing it up. We would love a blushing nose.
How did you get my under eyes to look like that?
What?
My under eyes.
Gorgeous! Right, let's put this face in some hair and some boobies and everything, and we'll be right back. Well, there we go. There is the final look. Oh my god, look at that. I like how Cardi put this outfit on today and was like, oh, these are my small boobs.
Just demure and mindful, very sweet and delicate.
What do you think?
I'm obsessed. This is the best I probably have ever looked. Oh no, I'm being serious. I just love. Look at that. Especially the wing and the eyeshadow, because I'm an eyeshadow girl. The wing is just unbelievable because I've never got a wing like that in my life.
Well, that makes me very happy.
Oh, and the blush. We're both blush girls.
We are. This is the house of blush.
I love a good glowy blush. The blush on the nose. I've never had blush on the nose like that, I don't think. I just love everything. It's bang on perfect. Even the brows. Look at the brows. I love it all. It's 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, I just look like a pure woman, don't I?
Well, darling, it's been an absolute blast to finally have the opportunity to A, have my makeup done by you, and B, do your makeup. I very much enjoyed it. I think this is the point where I'm supposed to say like, subscribe, and do all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. All those YouTubey tropes. Lots more fun things to come. Please make sure you watch Cardi's video if you haven't already.
Thank you very much.
And check out all her stuff. I'm puffed out because I've just crouched down. Thank you so much. I'm sending you all off. Mwah.